Previously on the Lion Brothers Zufari Adventures, we've trekked through cat country to find the Memphis Pride. Then we continued on to the African Veld, where we found the African savanna elephants. Today, we're still keeping with the African theme as we head to the Zambezi River Hippocamp. So let's get to it! Jumbo everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Lion Brothers Zufari Adventures. We're the Lion Brothers. I'm Philip here with Kel and Kyle. Today's episode is continuing our journey through the Memphis Zoo, and we are joined by a very special friend and the new fourth member of the Lion Brothers group. So let's get to it. To kick things off, here's Kyle to start us off. Kyle?
Thanks, Philip. You know, as we began our trek through the Zambezi River Hippocamp, we came across many other African animals, like the world's largest monkey, the mandrill, and the mystical okapi, the only known living relative of the giraffe. Now, while you may not find any of those animals near the Zambezi River in Africa, they're still notable animals who deserve our respect. But the Zambezi River gives way to lots of life in southern Africa. Perhaps the most famous resident of the Zambezi River is the Nile hippopotamus, the third largest land animal on Earth, outweighed only by the elephant and the rhino. Hippos are large, semi-aquatic animals found throughout eastern and southern Africa, where they mostly stick to the open grasslands and rivers of the African savanna. Hippos can weigh anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 pounds. The Memphis Zoo is currently home to 4 hippos. Female Binti with her daughter Winnie, along with another adult female, Splish, and the father to Binti's daughter, Uzazi. Memphis Zoo has a long history of breeding hippos. They've even been dubbed the hippo capital of the world. Now its 4 hippos spend their days resting in the water, feeding on Bermuda hay, and inspiring people to care about hippos in the wild. Hippos are unfortunately listed as vulnerable. Their main threat is habitat loss. With many places in Africa facing a severe drought, hippos are becoming even more territorial of their precious waters. It's never a good idea to come between a hippo and the water, as they will defend their territory to the death. While many think that hippos are placid and calm when they're in the water, when provoked, they can become extremely dangerous. Hippos actually kill more people in Africa than any other animal. That includes lions. However, there is another animal that lurks in the deep waters of the Zambezi. It's an animal that you'll rarely see, unless he wants you to see him. Here to tell you about the continent's largest reptile is my good friend, Kel.
Thanks, Kyle. Hippos are one of the few animals you do not want to get close to willingly. The same can also be said for the Nile crocodile. The Nile crocodile is one of the most powerful predators on Earth, and one of the most patient. Trekking through Zambezi River Hippocamp, we managed to find and locate a few Nile crocs. The one that still captured our interest the most was an ancient beast named Skabanga. Estimated to be born around June 1st, 1979 in Zimbabwe, Skabanga is not only the largest Nile crocodile at Memphis Zoo, but the entire country. Interestingly enough, his name means thief or wife stealer. This is because with his large size, he became the dominant male that stole all the ladies before making his way to Memphis Zoo. With a bite force of over 5 times stronger than an African lion's, around 3,000 psi, Nile crocodiles like Skabanga don't just hunt, they ambush. They can hold their breath for up to 2 hours while waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But what's even cooler is that Nile crocodiles are also seen as ecosystem engineers in their respective environments. By digging water holes during dry seasons, they create life-saving water sources for countless animals all across Africa. As the team and I were happy enough just seeing the crocs, we were told by an amazing education interpreter by the name of Courtney that a croc feeding would soon begin. Yep, a real croc feeding. We were all beyond excited to see these amazing reptiles get fed. As the feeding was taking place, we watched Skabanga patiently line up underneath where Akiba was. As we watched, we couldn't help but wonder just what exactly was going through his mind. And so, we let our friend and newest member of the Lion Bros crew, Britt, voice over to what we think Skabenga was experiencing. Britt?
Hey there, sweets! I'm Skabenga. I'm the biggest Nile crocodile in the U.S., and it's feeding time. I'm one hungry boy. Are you gonna feed me some chicken today? I sure am hungry. Oh, I see that chicken in that bucket. I'm ready. I'm ready for you to throw it to me. Let's go. Throw it. Here I go. Bang! What in the world was that? You're supposed to throw it to my teeth, not the bottom of the pool. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Now I gotta go spend a good 5 or 10 minutes swimming to the bottom of this dang old pool to grab my chicken because somebody didn't know how to throw it properly. Ugh, this is not how feeding time is supposed to go. Oh, here I go, all the way to the bottom of the pool. Make sure those dang old fish didn't pick away the good bits. Okay, I got the chicken now. I just gotta bring it back up here to the surface. Go away, fish. This is my chicken, not yours. Okay, it still looks pretty good. Now I gotta do the taste test. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it still tastes pretty good. Could use a little bit of buffalo sauce, but that's okay. Alright. Yep, still good. Still nice and crunchy. Yep, nothing too bad here. Okay, it's still good. Still a good feeding. Alright then, well, I am Skabenga, the biggest Nile crocodile in the U.S., and I could eat a whole buffalo! Oh, yeah!
So remember, everyone, this Christmas may not be a good idea to ask for a hippopotamus or a crocodile for Christmas. We hope you've enjoyed the Zambezi River Hippo Camp. Here's Kyle with a sneak preview of our next episode. Kyle?
Next time on the Lion Brothers Zufari Adventures, we're staying in Memphis, but we'll be leaving the rivers of Africa and journeying to the Great Plains of North America to visit Memphis Zoo's Teton Trek. There, we'll meet the icons of America's Wild West, the gray wolf and the grizzly bear. Until then, I'm Kyle, here with Kel, Philip, and Britt. We are the Lion Brothers, and thank you so much for tuning in today. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure.